Get over here!
You know, if this mansion wasn't haunted, it actually would be really, really nice to have.
Who needs that much space, though?
Point taken, and it's not like Luigi's married or anything.
The,
Where's Daisy?
There is something about the architecture. Well, I tend to think this takes place before Daisy started hanging around.
The thing is, though, like, I was actually expecting to go into this mansion to save Daisy and not Mario.
Yeah, well, in a weird way, it's kind of a sequel to Mario is Missing, like, spiritually. The game that's, like, not really a Mario game.
Well, someone's trying to call us.
Oh, it's our only friend. Hold up a sec, Luigi.
Well, what about Toad?
I mean, Toad's more of a business associate.
Ugh.
It's me, Professor Egad. I detect a spirit stronger than we've yet seen lurking ahead. I think it must be some of those escaped gallery ghosts. You should know that they're really different from the other ghosts you've seen so far. They don't show their hearts very easily. Nope, not at all. When you find one, you should first use the X button to search its heart for clues. Sometimes you could learn the best way to surprise them. Well, Luigi, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Don't worry about that, that's just the last one finished exporting.
Okay, good, just making sure.
A window came up on the computer, Oscar got a little scared.
Well, you will forgive me for being worried when it comes to recording stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and explore this next part of the mansion. But in the meantime, let's actually get to questions this episode, shall we?
Alright, sure.
Alright then. Oh, by the way, this is mean. So it leads this trail of coins into this door, right? This is mean and I don't like this.
I think you need to be, like, right on top of it to like, get it to move. Okay, well, I'll pull up the first question here. Oh, no, I think maybe the real doors shake and the fake ones don't.
Yeah, the real doors shake, the fake ones don't. I don't wanna touch that door, but if I were to try and open this door, it would slam me into the wall.
And you don't exactly have a lot of health in this game, so...
Well, the main thing is that it makes you lose, like, coins, but you know what? No, I'll demonstrate it. So it leads you up to the door. Yeah, and that is mean.
I think we used that when we were talking about, like, the top 10, like, video game fake-outs. I think we used that in the intro.
Yeah, we use that, we use it as an example of, no, this is not okay. Like, traps that you would not expect otherwise is just, that's not cool.
When there was, like, no lead-in. Like, it's not fair.
Alright, so, first question.
Alright. Portrait goes, by the way.
Yep, I'll be working on it.
Our first question comes from Bao Nguyen, who asks, who is your favorite non-sibling character in Fire Emblem Fates?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because the siblings are definitely the most prominent characters.
Go ahead, try to find me. I can see you, but you cannot see me. Alright, so my favorite non-sibling character in Fire Emblem Fates. Oh, there's a ton.
Off the top of my head, I'd say Kaze and Rinka.
Kaze is definitely up there.
Rinka, I, like, wish had more development.
I agree. Scarlet's a really good one for me. I know I really like Benny and Charlotte.
Oh, yeah. There's a book called Darkness in Their Cheese. Will you read it?
No. We can do this later. But no, there are some clues in these bookshelves about, like,
how to get Neville here.
Mm-hmm. Well, not just him, but also, like, things in general. I don't know if I can get him right now.
Sure you can. Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to figure it out?
Nah, I want to figure it out. But while we're at it, actually, you know what? No. I think I know who my favorite non-sibling character is in Fates. Not just because of personality, but also because of just how she is as a unit, because she can become, like, one of the greatest units in the game. Mozu.
Oh, yeah, Mozu's definitely my favorite child character, too.
Not child character. She's the farmhand.
Oh, wait, I was thinking of Midori.
Yeah, Midori is adorable.
Okay, no, sorry. Like, Midori is Midori's one of my favorite characters.
Okay, that shadow is ominous. I like it. Okay, I think I figured it out.
You have to wait for a certain point when he becomes vulnerable.
Oh, I get it.
There
Gotcha.
you go. Gotta go for the yawn. And so do you get more money out of them if you do it, like, all in one go?
Mm-hmm.
The worst part is you gotta watch out for those mushrooms that come out of them. Nice
Gotcha.
job.
Alright then, so continuing on with the question. I think Mozu might be my favorite non-sibling character because, again, I like her personality. She's, like, very humble, she's very meek, but at the same time, she can grow to be one of the best units in the game because she has the potential of becoming a class in the game called the Master of Arms. And the Master of Arms is amazing because they have some of the best offensive output in the game while also being able to wield 3 different martial weapons. It's really good.
I really like Felicia.
Oh, Felicia is great! Oh man, I forgot about Felicia. Charlotte is definitely up there because, like, I love how she's, like, a ditzy character, but there's a reason behind it, and once you figure it out, it's actually kind of endearing.
I wouldn't even call her ditzy. She puts on an appearance of being ditzy, but she's actually
a badass.
kind of cruel and calculating.
She's a total badass if you ask me. What else? Who else in that game? Like, there's a lot of characters in Fates that are really, really good.
You got all the retainers.
Yeah, for me personally, a lot of them come from the Norian side. I love Benny. I love the absolute heck out of Benny. There are the retainers also, I do remember that.
I like Effie. I like Arthur.
Arthur a little less so, now that I've, like, grown to appreciate a little more of the game.
Arthur was a little too much for me, but...
Really?
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. I know there's depth to him if you go into the support conversations, but it was like, I don't know, his personality is gimmicky. I remember a lot of people telling me, like, oh, you're going to love Arthur, he's basically a superhero, and I got to him, and I'm like, yeah, he has, like, a dumb superhero personality, okay.
In a way, he kind of reminds me of All Might, to be honest.
Yeah. I like how if you look out this window here, actually, you can see the toad that's on the balcony from last episode.
Yeah. But no, I believe, yeah, there is a portrait ghost here as well.
Yep, this is Lydia. Isn't my hair just gorgeous? Of course I do spend a lot of time on it. I was so bored cooped up in that painting. Now I spend all my time in front of the mirror. It seems to scare people, though. So everything is coming up roses. She likes scaring people.
I do remember how to get her. It's actually really easy.
Oh dear, such a draft. Oh dear, such a vacuum cleaner. I appear to be absorbed. I guess the idea of the vacuum cleaner kind of...
Gotcha!
I've seen a lot of things like cartoons and stuff where you could vacuum up a ghost, and I think that was all taken as kind of like a...
Oh, it's a total Ghostbusters thing.
Yeah, it's a parody of how they catch things in Ghostbusters, which is with the proton pack and the ghost trap.
Absolutely. But yeah, like, if I were to choose a unit from Fates, it would be... I think at this point, it would be Mozu. But, I will admit, Felicia is absolutely adorable. Up there is definitely Felicia, Kaze, Charlotte, who else?
I'm trying to think of who all else,
Honestly, like, I'm trying to think of, like, Nori... No, I'm trying to think of, like, Hoshiden units, but the Hoshiden units just don't do it for me. Except for Scarlet. I know you can get Scarlet, like, in...
It's funny because she's not even Hoshiden.
Exactly! Like, none of the Hoshiden characters just, like, really do it for me at all.
My favorite Hoshiden characters are probably Kaze and Rinka.
I agree. I completely agree. Kaze and Rinka are great.
And Kaze you get in either story path.
Mm-hmm. And because of Kaze, you get Midori, and Midori's adorable. I really like what they did with Selena, as well.
Yeah.
They actually made me like Severa. I think Laszlo and Odin were a bit downgrades from their previous incarnations. And don't get me started with the child units from Hoshido. Oh, God.
I like Niles.
I think Kildori, I Oski and Rajat were serious downgrades. Like, no lie.
I don't even know what's supposed to be going on with them. Are they just like alternate reality versions of those characters from Awakening? Or
I
like
think
what
so.
is even going on?
It gets into some weird stuff, to be honest. There's a potential that Selena can become Kaldori's mom, and I'm not even going to get started on, like, what the implications of that may entail.
I think it's just like genetics then. Like she has a daughter who happens to look a lot like her mom. That can happen.
I guess. But,
like, I think it's just supposed to be a coincidence that they look like these characters from Awakening. And, like, act exactly like them.
Mm-hmm. I hope that's just coincidence. But, before we get into this portrait ghost...
Horsey! Rocky Horsey!
Let's move on to another question. I'm gonna keep on, like, exploring this place real quick.
Alright, this one comes from Team Orchid.
Alright.
Here's a Dungeons & Dragons question. Are there any classes or subclasses you want to play, but haven't had the opportunity to play just yet?
Yeah, actually. I never really got a chance to properly play a druid character.
Druids are fun.
Druids are really fun, especially because you can do, like, different stuff with them. You can make them, like, you can put them into a certain, like, domain.
Yeah.
And, I also really like, one I really like is, the animal form. Like, the wild shape, druid.
Yeah. Hey, wanna play with me?
Okay, so this one took me a while to figure out the first time.
Evil baby.
Yeah.
So this is Chauncey.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and let him do his thing for a little bit. Honestly, like, the druid was the main class in, D&D that I just really wanted to play.
I have a few ideas for characters that I would build in other campaigns that I haven't used right now. Oh, you made baby angry. Ow! You gave me an owie! I just wanted to play with you! I hate grown-ups! Why do you have to be bigger than me? I've had enough! Small, now grow smaller! Small, itsy tiny little wee! I don't feel like doing that sounds. Not gonna do it.
Okay, not gonna lie, the first time I saw this, I freaked out.
Yeah, this is uncool. Babies are just naturally scary if they're, like, taken outside of the, like, small comfort zone of how they're cute.
Like, this right here just... Yeah, this game may not be horror,
Oh, God.
but there are moments where it freaks you out. And this was one of them for me.
Because, like, babies are, like... We have an evolutionary thing to, like, know that, like, babies should be protected and they're cute and we need to, like, watch out for them. So having one that's a monster is, like kind of steps into the grotesque for us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's really easy to make a baby scary in something. Like that scene from Son of the Mask. Or actually the entire movie, Son of the Mask.
So I do recall how to beat this boss, so it's not hard. I just gotta be smart with my evasion. Speaking of this, that's another class that I haven't really dabbled in D&D, which actually surprises me, the Sorcerer. I never actually played a proper spellcaster in D&D.
Huh. I've been in a few smaller campaigns where I've played either a wizard or a sorcerer. I had my dad sorcerer.
Mm-hmm. I've played a bard before.
Yeah, bard is still my favorite class, but I never really do the same thing twice, so I haven't.
Come on,
I
there it
played
is.
Bard many times. The next character I want to do actually out of Pathfinder is a samurai.
Samurai are hard!
Yeah.
Samurai are really hard!
I mean, I built an NPC who was a samurai, and I liked him a lot.
But the thing about samurai that makes it really tough, like, you thought paladins were really restrictive with their powers because they have to remain lawful. Samurai is the extreme version of that.
Yep.
Like, they have a code that they need to stick to no matter what.
Yeah, but there's something fun about, like, playing within those restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a self-imposed challenge.
You have to have the, like, the jurisdiction of the DM, though, in order to do it proper and without, like, screwing yourself over in a way. Which is why, like, I've heard that if you're going to play a samurai character, it's actually preferable if you play a ronin.
Oh, my character is actually a ronin.
Yeah, no, like, the thing about ronin, in D&D is that the way I see it, like, if you're gonna play a samurai, you play a ronin. Because a ronin, while they also have restrictions, they're not as, like, strict as a regular samurai. Because a ronin is basically a masterless samurai.
Yeah.
So you have a little more free reign on what you want to do. You're basically a mercenary or a freelancer, but you're a samurai.
Yeah, you're like...
You have the abilities of a samurai without the strictness of the samurai class.
Yeah, you're an ex-samurai.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I really do like the idea of, like, playing a ronin. Another class... Speaking of which, I actually really want to do a ninja one day as well, because ninja gets some really cool stuff. They're basically thieves, but with, like, unique ninja tricks.
I've never actually played a rogue for any long period of time.
I never actually did a rogue either, but I want to. I'm actually setting up a new character for, okay, you know what? Now that I think about it, there is one spellcaster class that I've done before, but, again, even then, like, it goes into the martial aspect of it, and that's the magus.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, magi are classic spellcasters, but, they add in, like, martial expertise to it, so that's a thing. But I think as of right now, the main class that I really would like to do proper is the druid. And there we go!
I got double peace signs.
Yeah, again, this boss fight is not hard. But yeah, we got another portrait ghost. And we got a new key! A very nice looking key.
Luigi! Luigi, can you hear me? Oh, thank goodness you're okay. I lost contact with you all of a sudden. I was a tad worried. You seem to be a bit tuckered out after that. Long battle, don't you? Why don't you come on back to the lab? When you vacuum a boss ghost, your Poltergust 3000 gets pretty much full to bursting. But ho-ho! I guess you showed that boss ghost who's boss. I like the old, like, video game sound to his call.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Luigi! You made it back in one piece!
Especially because, like, the Game Boy Horror is basically a Game Boy Color.
Yeah. And in Dark Moon, it's a original DS.
Yeah.
Take a gander at this. This fine piece of work took nearly 20 years to develop. I call it the Ghost Portrificationizer. Okay.
This is like Dr. Doofenshmirtz level of naming conventions.
Yeah. What is his? It always ends in ater?
Yeah, in ater.
This machine lets us turn the ghosts you catch into paintings. Not only that, it works in reverse too.
How does that work?
With science! Don't you know anything about science? How do we use it, you ask? Well, it's simple. Just plug that Poltergust 3000 into the slot and enjoy the ride, my boy. I'm kind of doing, like, a cross between, like, German and Japanese and English, but without trying to sound too much like any of them. So I probably just sound weird. Yeah, so this is only 3 portrait ghosts.
I love how Egad, like, gets all jumpy and excited whenever this happens.
Was that made out of a washing machine?
Probably!
The ghosts are invisible. So we need to press them into visible forms. And presto! Turns them into beautiful ghost portraits. And you got the, it looks like you got the gold frames. Which are the best versions.
Oh, yeah, because, like, the frames actually depend on how you, deal with them.
Yeah, how well you capture them.
How well you capture them. The normal portrait ghosts, like, you usually get the gold frames if you get them in one go. The boss ghosts, you get, if you, are above a certain health threshold, if I recall.
That sounds about right. Well, we managed to turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thanks for your help, Luigi.
And here we go. We got Neville, Lydia, and Chauncey.
I don't know why those names always stuck in my head. I can't remember everybody else's names, but I always remember those first 3. I don't know how much money it takes to get the best mansion.
I don't remember. Like, I don't think we're gonna go out of our way to, like, really, really attempt to get, like, like the best rank, but I am going to go out of my way to get like the treasures and whatnot.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm actually going to do right now. We got a little bit of we still have a little bit of time to like basically what we can do now is now that we got that hard key, we can go on to the next area. But since we got the portrait ghosts, we can actually go back to the previous areas and look for anything that we missed, because new things will become available once those rooms are lit up. I believe. Don't quote me on that. But I think we got time to do one more question.
Okay, this question comes from Joshua James. You can tell that it was made during our Epic Yarn playthrough. Have you ever considered getting Kirby's extra Epic Yarn just to have it?
At first, no. I still don't think I will, because again, it's basically Kirby's Epic Yarn, but with like different like with extra goodies, mind you. And while I don't normally mind that, I don't really think I have it in me right now to basically play through Epic Yarn again just for some extra stuff. I'm actually curious.
Yeah, it's not really where I would put my money.
It looks like something might be in there.
A ship, yes.
I think he means like there might be a treasure in that thing.
You could try it. Try vacuuming it up.
Well, I did, but nothing happened. I may have to do something with, like, a different feature later on. So, put that on, like, a note or something. But no, I didn't really consider that, like, from what I've gathered, I don't really think I'm going to go out of my way to get, extra Epic Yarn. But I do hear from Joe that it is worth it. So if you... I think if you haven't played... For me, though, if you haven't played Epic Yarn before, and you think this might be your chance to actually give it a proper go, then go for it.
I was looking at the features, and I kind of think that if you have a Wii, you're better off with the Wii version, honestly.
Really?
Well, because that's the version that has co-op. I know that's ironic for me to say because we didn't do the co-op in our playthrough. But, yeah, you can't do regular co-op in the 3DS version. And all the things that they add, like the, quote-unquote challenge mode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like how they handled any of it. I think, like, the power-ups, like, copy abilities and stuff, it's just clear that the game wasn't designed around that. And the challenge mode, where it gives you a health bar, there's those stupid enemies that fly in all the time.
Yeah.
And whenever they fly in, it plays this, it drowns out the music. And one of the best things about Epic Yarn is its soundtrack, so I don't want the music being drowned out all the time. And that alone makes me not really want to play the challenge mode.
So, in a way, you think that the Wii version is still better?
I think it was like one step forward and one step back.
I see.
Not two steps back, but one step back. So, at the end of the day, I would take the Wii version because I'd rather be able to offer co-op and play it on a larger screen.
I suppose that makes sense. Again, like I hear from a few other people that it's worth it if you didn't play the original. Which again, I played the original, so I don't really think I'm going to go out of my way to get it myself. So yeah, that's the long and short of it. These two doors are fake because they're jerks.
I was just kind of surprised that they even released it so late into the 3DS life cycle.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's not making a lot of money for them. Sadly, like I think the Bowser's Inside Story remake for the 3DS has become one of the worst-selling Mario games of all time.
Yeah, because
everybody's moved on from the 3DS.
May I be frank? I think they might have gotten... I think they would have gotten a better deal if they did Partners in Time first.
Maybe. I bet more people have played Bowser's Inside Story than Partners in Time.
Yeah, but I think that in and of itself would be a benefit to them, because Partners in Time is kind of an obscure one when it comes to the Mario and Luigi series, ironically. So to have more people play it, I think would have been a benefit. I'm actually curious. What a dreadful picture. But that candle next to it might be important. Well, we've already established that.
Yeah, he was talking about when you have to blow the candles out.
Yeah, at this point I'm just exploring around to see if there's any, like, gold I missed or anything like that. But You know what? I feel like one more question. That was a short one.
Okay, this one comes from Patrick Kennelly.
All right.
Have you watched My Hero Academia? Who is your favorite character?
Yes, I have watched My Hero Academia, especially after the long pestering requests for people to from people to have me watch it.
You were missing out, man.
I was. No, I definitely was missing out, and I'm glad I have eventually got around to actually, watching it. As of right now, I love pretty much all the characters. They are all amazing.
Yeah, it's a great cast all around.
Mm-hmm. But if I had to choose my favorite character, it would be Mina. Mina Ashido.
The acid girl.
Acid girl.
Pinky.
She is Pinky. She is a bundle of joy. She is very optimistic. I love her personality. Believe it or not, like, I know how a lot of people say best girl is Uraraka. I agree with that, but I just prefer Mina.
I mean, that's a very contested category, I think.
It is. It very much is. And it's not just, like, best girl, but best characters. Like, all of the characters in My Hero are, like, charming bundles of joy. Like, bundles of, like, interesting, like, things, I guess you could say.
I don't even know how I would pick a favorite character. I like them all so much.
Exactly. Like, even, like, the villains are just amazing. And All Might is just oodles of fun.
If I had to pick some of my favorites, it would be Midoriya, Tenya Ida, Tokoyami, the Dark Shadow guy.
Oh yeah, no, Tokoyami's great. Speaking of Dark and Shadows and stuff, another character that I would say is among my favorites is Aizawa.
Aizawa's amazing, yeah. Yeah, so we can open this door here.
Mm-hmm.
I really like all the just little side characters they have, because the show has really tight continuity.
Absolutely. All right, so I think we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. But yeah, my favorite character from My Hero at this point is Mina.
I'm gonna say Ida, Tenya Ida.
All right.
I want to cosplay him.
See, I want to cosplay Mina, but I don't know if I'd be able to pull it off properly.
That would also be a lot of pink, but
I want
go for it.
I do want to do it eventually.
If you pulled it off, it would be really cool.
Yeah, but I think right now, in terms of cosplay from My Hero Academia, my priority first is going to be Aizawa.
Oh, also, Yaoyorozu.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not because she's hot, but because she's a great character.
And she's hot.
She is objectively hot. She was drawn to have pleasing proportions.
Yeah.
I'm not really impressed when a character designer can, like, draw a hot girl. Like, yeah, she's hot. They drew her to be hot.
Basically. But there is a purpose behind it, I guess you could say. But yeah.
Long story.
Yeah.
I like her character. She can produce any item, but still goes shopping because she doesn't want to wreck the economy. That's hilarious.
I love it. She's great. All right, then. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm the Green Scorpion.
I'm the Comic Foil.
And next time we'll be going through that door and exploring more of the mansion.
Plus Ultra.
What?
That's the thing they say at the end of it every.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought I watched the English and the Japanese dub, and they say like Ultra Plus.
Do they?
In Japanese, I think.
Oh, I'm usually watching it dubbed.
Yeah, and in Japanese, it's like like Ultra Plus kind of thing. It's so weird. If you guys haven't watched My Hero, go watch it. It's great.